super exciting news because we got some packages. It's pretty much Christmas time for us now. If you follow me for a little while, you know that we are struggling to find the perfect seat for our Softail Slim. We ordered basically 2 seats to have a direct comparison and hopefully choose which ones we like better. Either the Saddlemen Step Up Seat or the Mustang Solo Seat. So let's get the packages in and get them unpacked. Okay, package number 1 and package number 2. And because they're quite big packages, I definitely need some help here. So let's get some help in. Okay, I think we're all set. Can you help me? Say of course. Okay, let's do it. And Lotus magic power. Ta-da! Sorry, baby. Okay, this first one is a Saddlemen seat. This one is packed up. It's packed up pretty good. Alright, first one's out. Let's get the second one out of the box. Ouch! Luna, I don't think just looking at it will open it. Come on, touch. Okay. Ta-da! Mrs. Inspector, what do you think? Are they good quality? I think she approves. Both of them look fantastic. Honestly, the level of craftsmanship between the two of them is impeccable. A little bit different style, totally. I mean, that's the entire point, right? But first glance, I would not know which one to pick right now. When you look at the underside of the seats, they're both pretty much constructed the same way. They have a couple of rubber knobbies to make sure the lacquer and the fender is not getting scratched. The only main difference, I must say, is the Mustang seat has like a plastic kind of bottom of it, where the Saddlemen has a felty bottom, which could help potentially to protect the fender even more. Man, these are pretty darn good looking seats. Let me actually know in the comments down below, from like first impression, look-wise, which one of those two you look better? I couldn't tell right now. That's harder than I thought it would be, but damn it! So now the question really is like how good they will look on the bike. So, which means we're going to kind of try fit them. If you have watched my video before when we ordered them, you know that Fortnite actually suggested to put a towel underneath the seats when we try to kind of put them on. So not quite install them yet, but so at least we get an idea on how they look like on the bike really. Oh, is it so boring? Excuse me. I guess Luna will stay upstairs and take some nap in the meantime. But Annie and I are going downstairs now, compare them and hold them out to the bike. Okay, let's go. This is the Softail Slim stock seat as of right now. As you can see, not very cushiony, short, but extremely sexy. And that's exactly why we actually struggled with it in the first place. It's such a good looking seat, but just not the most comfortable one. Which means we have now 2 fantastic options. So, let's take this one off and let's try option number 1. And that's the underside of the stock seat. So you see it's really, there's not much to it. So no surprise that it's really not the most comfortable seat out there. Okay, so I'm positively surprised how much bigger the seats actually look like compared to the stock seat. I mean, as soon as we would screw it down and mount it proper and not keep it very protected so it's not getting scratched and damaged, this will be a little bit more snug. But when you look at it, this already covers the front here a little bit better too, and you can tell that you will have a way better back support on this one. And I mean, it's overall way wider, like way wider. So what do you think? First impression?
Comfortable, more comfortable, but it pushes you up actually.
So you're sitting up higher?
You do.
Which means you cannot reach the ground quite as comfortable?
I probably would say it's the same like the Heritage Classic. Still can't reach it, but still like it sits you higher for sure.
Okay. Do you think it pushes you a little bit forward too, not just upwards?
Maybe a little bit. Not by much, but a bit.
Well, how is your lumbar support? Do you think it's a little bit better?
No. No lumbar support.
Nothing at all?
No. looks more cushiony, but it goes a little bit further up than a stock seat, but no lumbar support.
Well, that's a bummer. That's one of the main reasons why we want to get a different seat, right?
It's wider too,
so your bum just gets a better support, not just like back support kind of thing.
probably would say it's pretty much the same seat as the Heritage Classic has. There's not much difference. Maybe aftermarket's more comfortable at some time, but like, yeah. It's definitely better than the stock seat.
But yeah, this one is way wider actually. I can feel it with my short legs. It pushes my legs further apart actually. So I definitely cannot reach the ground as comfortable for sure. I can feel it quite a bit. But yeah, it's definitely higher too. But I think mainly for me, I can feel that it's wider. It's not as easy like and snug towards a tank. So for shorter people, it might become an issue, but it's still fine. I mean, I'm 5'3" and I can still reach a ground with like extreme flat shoes here. That here is the Saddlemen Step Up Seat. And it just has to push it down because we don't want to screw it into where it's supposed to as we really try to do not damage the seats at all. That's also why this towel's there. This one looks pretty sharp actually. So one of the main points why this is actually an option is because of the fact that it covers the rear fender. At the same time, this is also the reason why we don't like it, because we like the rear fender look of the Slim so much. But like, first impression, Andy, what do you think?
Changes the look of the bike for sure.
Just imagine it without the towel.
It's not as wide. You get a little bit more back support. Like, not as with a backrest, but feel it goes a little bit higher up there. Get a little bit more support there.
Keeps a little bit more in there, hey?
Yes. It's not as wide and it doesn't push you as high as Mustang seat.
Do you have the feeling that it pushes you forward?
No, not really actually. Felt like the Mustang seat was pushing me a little bit more forward than this one here.
Interesting, eh? Yeah, you definitely get way more back support. For sure. But yeah, you're up higher quite a bit too. I almost have the feeling it pushes you up higher than the Mustang seat. But at the same time, it's not quite as wide at the front, which means I can get my legs closer together, which means I can reach the ground better. I mean, with the stock seat, there's really nothing much to it, right? So as soon as you add a little bit of layers, of course it does something. Okay, I really thought this decision would be easier as soon as we see them on the bike. Well, it's not. We don't know.
What's it gonna be? Stay tuned for the next video.
Damn. Man, okay, I think we will have to sleep over that. And maybe have a beer or two. Actually, know in the comments down below which one you like better now that you saw it on the bike. If it changed your mind from initially seeing them basically just out of the box and now actually being them on the motorcycle. I'm curious because again, we're struggling with the same issue we had before, that both options are good options and we like them for many reasons differently than the other. Like, we're struggling here. We're struggling. That's it for now because we clearly don't know towards which one we're leaning to. But make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when we actually make up our mind. Or if we ever make up our mind. Okay, and oh, before you leave here, give this a big thumbs up. Gonna help me tons. See you the next time. Bye.